Yo guys, Spotter here, and we're playing Zombies Verruckt. Apparently it runs great on Intel Core i7. What are you gonna do? And I don't want to start on this side, I want to start on the other side, so let's just keep restarting until we start on the other side. No, I don't want this side. Restart me on the other side. There we go. Alright, because I want to run in the shower room with that door closed. I don't want to have to open that door. But, yeah, anyways, Zombies Verruckt, the second map, the first DLC, released by Treyarch for World at War way back when. I can't remember the multiplayer maps that were released with this map pack, but whatever, we don't really care, because all we care about is zombies, right? Right! So, yeah, Zombies Verruckt, the first and only map, official map anyway, to start the players on in separate areas, right? So if you're playing co-op, I mean, players start on here and players start on the other side, and they're not reunited until you apply power, get power on, and then that. Well, I guess no. I mean, you could meet up. You could meet up before power is applied, but I think I already shot that guy. But anyways, you were separated at the start, at the spawn. And another one of the scary maps. I mean, when they got to Shinonuma and Darius, like my opinion is that these, the two maps, the first two maps, were the scary ones, right? Noctur freaked me out when I first played it. I gotta say, I gotta tell you, Noctur freaked me out. This map is along those lines, right? It's kind of freaky. It's a sanitarium, and you got these weird noises. I think they sort of got away from that when they released Shinonuma and on to Darius and all the rest of the maps. It wasn't. They made it not as scary. They made it not as creepy as these first two maps. So that's why I really enjoy these two maps. And a lot of people say, well, Shinonuma is my favorite map, Darius is my favorite map. No way. It's like Noctur and this map are my favorite maps because it's just the ambiance. And I said on Noctur that's where it all started for me, right? And that's why I had such affinity for that map. But what I really want to talk about, I know we're going to be talking about some stories and stuff, but I thought this would be a good opportunity to discuss the PlayStation 4. And I'm recording this on the 21st of February. The 20th of February, the evening of the 20th, Sony had a big conference, a big presentation in New York with analysts, etc., and presented the PS4. They presented the PS4, but they kinda presented the PS4. They presented it, but they didn't show it. They didn't show the physical console. And I'm hearing, especially like a little bit from last night, but also today, that people are freaking out because they never showed it. It's like, oh, I want to see it. I want to see the console. And I'm thinking, honestly, does it really matter? I mean, really? Okay, yeah, but it's got to sit. It's got to sit in my entertainment center or whatever. It's in my family room, or it's going to be my media center or whatever. It's got to look half decent. It's not going to look bad, guys. Honestly, come on. I mean, you have seen the PS3, right? The PS3 does not look horrible, right? And I don't know if people are worried that the PS4 is going to be horrible looking. It's going to be this thing, and it's going to be like an eyesore. Like I don't see it. I don't see that happening. There's no way that's going to happen. We're going to grab this MP40 here. So the fact that I didn't see it, and even I don't know, Major Nelson kind of bugs me a little bit. I'm not really too keen on him, but he even tweeted about, oh well, I guess that's one way to show a product or whatever. And I'm like, okay. Again, does it? In my opinion, it doesn't really matter to me that I didn't see it. And the thing is, some of the analysts too are really downplaying this. I guess maybe not downplaying, but they're kind of disappointed that Sony took a gamer-centric view with this launch, and and other stuff, like they were missing other details. And what I really have to say though to that is, what, it's supposedly the PlayStation 4 is going to be released holiday 2013. To me, which is before Christmas. By Christmas 2013, the PlayStation 4 will be out. What is it now? It's the end of February. So we have approximately nine months or so? 9 months between now and then to get to all the nitty-gritty and get to the details of this console. It's a 2-hour presentation. I am actually very, very glad that they focused on the gamer for this presentation. I think as they should have. Because I think what happened at E3, and especially at E3, was, it was a lot of it was not gamer-centric. And that really bothered me. It's like, who are you trying to appeal to? You're trying to appeal to everybody all at the same time. And that's what I liked about the presentation last night, was that they weren't trying to present to everybody. They were oh shit. They were presenting to the gamer, and they talked about other stuff that is going to come out later that is not necessarily as gamer centric. And PS3, they've always had sort of somewhat of a focus that's not gamer centric, and they didn't talk about a Blu-ray player. They didn't talk about minute details like that, which is okay, because not to make assumptions or anything, but they're gonna have shit. They're gonna do that stuff. They're gonna talk about that stuff in the coming months. They can't just present everything and have it come across as just a bunch of information. It was a presentation. And it focused on the games, and I really like that. So, am I disappointed that I didn't see the console? No, not really. I mean, it's whatever. It's gonna look fine. I don't need to physically see it in order to, determine if I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it anyway. I mean, I'll be getting that console. I'll be getting an Xbox 720, of course. I'm gonna be getting every console. Well, not every console, but I'll be getting both the Xbox 720 and the PlayStation 4. Regardless, it doesn't matter what it looks like, to be honest, right? But I know other people, other consumers, might be interested in how this thing looks. But again, looking at the PS3, it's not going to look horrible. It's not going to look that bad. I gotta make a crawler here, I think. And I guess there were some other things I read about it that it's not a revolution. It's not a revolution in gaming. And honestly, I don't really see how it could have been. I don't see how there was an expectation of Sony to create a revolution here in console gaming, because I don't really think there is any. There isn't a revolution in console gaming. The consoles, and we already see this. We already know this. We already know Microsoft's going this way. The Wii U, is just... man, I mean, if you compare the Wii U and the PS4, etc., and what they spoke about last night, I mean, the Wii U is just done. I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, I bought one. I bought one for the kids, but the support isn't there. The developer support isn't there. The console, I mean, the console itself, it doesn't have a freaking, just little stupid things that really irritate me about the Wii U. It doesn't have a LAN adapter port. You got to buy a freaking USB adapter for the LAN adapter. Did that crawler respawn? Shit. Okay. Did it? No, it didn't. Where'd that zombie come from? What the hell? So, anyways, it doesn't even play DVDs. Shit like that. It just kind of bothered me. But whatever. But aside from that, the support from the developers, the not only first-party titles, but also the third-party titles are not there. They're not there. I mean, where are the huge Nintendo IPs on the Wii U? And also support. When I bought the Wii U, the kids bought Just Dance. We bought Just Dance 4. Where were the downloads? There was no DLC. There's DLC for Just Dance 4. I think it might be on there now. But when we bought it, and you know, this was like, let's say, a month ago, and that's 3 months after release, and that DLC isn't there. Well, what the, you know, why not? You know, the kids wanted to download Gangnam Style, right, for Just Dance 4, and we couldn't. They couldn't download Gangnam Style. So, you know, just stuff like that. I'm gonna keep that closed. Obviously, we don't need to open that. No. Yeah, keep that door closed, and then we'll go open the rest of the doors and get the rest of our stuff. We got double tap here. Should we get a gun first, or yeah, maybe we should get a gun. No, you know what? I'm gonna buy a Thompson, so I don't really need a gun. Let's buy a double tap. So it's just stuff like that, and it was really, really good just to see the games that that it looks like the PlayStation 4 is going to launch with. They've got a pretty decent lineup, and that's not all the games that they're gonna launch with. Like, it's not just going to be the games that we saw in the presentation, and I'll talk about them as we go through this series on Verruckt here. I think there's only one window here, right? Yeah, there's only one window, and then I think they're all, yeah, they all gotta pour in through there. Okay. I think we got double tap, so keep an eye on this window. So yeah, the fact that they didn't show the console, I don't really give a shit. It's not a big deal to me. The console's gonna look fine. Will it be able to play? You know, it's gonna have a Blu-ray player. Of course, it's gonna have a Blu-ray player. You know, Sony owns that Blu-ray, right? Hold on, I had to restart Fraps there. It was lagging a little bit for me. You know, they're gonna have that. That's an important part of the puzzle, as far as, you know, the PlayStation 3 being the center of your living room universe. They're not going away from that. Just because they didn't talk about it, oh shit! Just because they didn't talk about it last night does not mean they're going away from that. Okay, trust me, they are not going away from being the centerpiece of your living room. Okay, they're going to further enhance what they already have with the PlayStation 3 to be even more of a center of that universe. And you saw some of it. Some of that you saw. Oh, I only have 2,300 points. Shit. Okay. Oh, we'll open this, and then we'll open this, and we'll get a Thompson. Well, we won't have enough for a Thompson, but we'll get a Thompson soon. So yeah, it's one of those things, and that information will be fleshed out in the coming months, leading up to release. So we don't need all the information now, and we're not going to get it, obviously. They got to leave something. I mean, you know, this is marketing. It's like Call of Duty. It's Black Ops 2. Did they release all the information for Black Ops 2 all at once? No. The first thing they talked about, the first thing they released was campaign. They talked about the campaign information, right? How much is the Thompson? Should be 1,200, right? Yeah, 1,200. So it was campaign that they started with. Is this? No, they can't come through there. Okay, so we've got the wall, 2 windows, and the stairs. All right, it's getting my bearings. This is where we're gonna do some circles here. So yeah, campaign came first, and then they fleshed out a lot of stuff on the campaign, and then it was multiplayer, and only then did they release zombies information, right? They didn't do it all at once. So for anybody to you know, to come out and complain, whoa, they didn't show this, they didn't show that, they were catering to the gamer. Of course they were, but that's only one small part of it. I mean, they did show the controller. They did show the controller, the PS4 controller. It looks pretty close to the PS3 controller, except there are some interesting new things they've added to it. The first is a little touchscreen. That is freaking cool. The little touchscreen just above the analog sticks in the center of the controller.